Hi guys, so this automation is for invoice generation. So invoice generation particularly takes 20 to 30 minutes for any agency. This automation helps any agency to build custom invoices within 2 minutes. So that's how powerful it is. It may look simple, but it's very useful and very practical to use as well. So let's start with the automation. So I'll first publish it. For generating the invoice, I need to fill this form, and for any user, once the form is filled, the backend gets triggered and the automation starts generating updating the HTML for the invoice. And in the end, the HTML will be converted to PDF using Gutenberg. I'm using Gutenberg API for doing that because it's free. And once the PDF is generated, it will be mailed to the user. So whoever is filling this form, it will be mailed to him as well and to me as well, since I am running the agency. So the agency owner will also get the invoice PDFs. So bill to company name. So for example, I just keep maybe Nike Private Limited. Contact person name, don't do. Client email. I will just get address, Nike's address near me. Okay. GST number, let's skip for now. Due date, let's keep it tomorrow. And over here, the user has to mention what all services is provided to the client, and it needs to be in this format strictly for the automation to parse it. For example, I sold them invoice invoice tracker automation run for $1,500. Okay, and web pipe two for each for 1,000 or $1,000. All right, discount 0 0 0. Another bank transfer, currency USD, payment status. Let's say it's pending generating. All right. In the end, the invoice will be tracked in this database over here. All right, it has appeared. We can also view the invoice over here. So this was the invoice created. So this, you can see, this is the company name, my company name. Invoice number automatically generated. So the last invoice number was 412. So this time it assigned 413. Then you can check the payment method correctly marked on bank transfer, bill to 90 private limited. That's great. And the total amount. So here what has happened. Sorry. So over here you can see the invoice packer automation quantity 1, and it was sold for $1,500. And the website quantity was 2. So 2 into $1,000, that's $2,000. And it has added 2,000 plus 1,500. That was $3,500. So in the end, the total cost was $3,500. Now, since the invoice is still pending, the action, you will see a note over here. Kindly complete the payment within 24 to 48 hours to initiate the services. Now, let's see what happens if I mark it as paid. So I will once again fill the form. This time say Adidas. Mark similar client email or start. 30,000 INR. Let's see what happens. Card. Discount is 0. Let's skip these values. It will automatically assign 0 to the fields. Payment status paid. Let's see what happens once the payment is paid. And I'll also show you that I have received the PDF invoice for the last run for Nike. So this was mailed to me. This will be also mailed to John if he has entered the correct email address and the attachment over here. The Adidas receipt is also ready, 60,000 INRs. And this time, since it was paid, so you can see the status is paid. Since it was paid, the message will be different. We have received your payment. We are excited to help your business scale. So this is how the automation works. Again, the invoice number is uniquely defined new values 414. The last number was 413. That is why this time it's 414. And the status is also automatically assigned to paid. So that was it. Okay, if in the next video you guys want to build this from scratch, okay, there is another workspace that I have created. So over here, this one, what is this doing is that it will check at every 9 a.m. every day if any status is overdue. So for example, if any receipt is pending and the last pending and the last date to be paid is already escalated, already crossed. So in that case, it will mail me a reminder that the the invoice number this is overdue, so I can check it and I can directly contact the client. So that is how it works, and it runs automatically at every 9 a.m. and it checks this sheet over here only for the pending status. When the receipt is paid, then it is excluded. Only the pending will be checked. Pending, and if it's cancelled, even it is excluded. That is how it works. In the next video, if you guys want to build it from scratch with me, I can teach you how to build this simple automation, which is very useful for your, which can be very useful for your agency. To change HTML to PDF, I'm using Gutenberg URL API. And over here, I have stored my HTML code for the entire template that I just showed you. So it has my company's logo and everything. So if you want to change the format of the invoice, you can just change the code over here. So that was it, guys. Thank you.